say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense at a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Johnson running left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 13. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
A long way to go to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Laviska Shenault, 27 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second and 10. Fields again. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. Hits a first down as well. Now Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Texans 10-yard line.
Johnson running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Fields. Left side, got Jones. Touchdown! Famous Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Laviska Shenault, here's a name that a lot of teams league-wide have kept eyes on. Flown a bit under the radar through his first 2 seasons, but he has produced 600 yards in each as a target eater. Now hard to see why the league remains high on him, especially when he makes catches like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 48 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They try the left side with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on third down, Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 76 yards. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now it's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Malik Collins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and goal. Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to give him the QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Takes it to about the 37.
You give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pierce now up the middle.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Okay, break.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 2nd and 14. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
Down to about the 37.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Going for it with Pierce.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they get off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.